Hey guys, what is going on? Going ahead and starting up Silouette Girl. Very swanky game. I still don't know how to disable ads because everything is in Japanese. So, without further ado, I wanted to go ahead and do a solid full-on playthrough of the game. So, there's a load of different weapons that you can upgrade. This is the first section is your bullet power. The second one is how you can go ahead and see the health of enemies. The higher it is, the more likely you're going to see their health bar. The third item here is the jump. How many jumps you can get in per thing. Let me actually go ahead and put my head with the thing. How's that? Swanky. This one right here is the amount of health you have in the level. This makes it so that hearts appear more often throughout the level. This right here makes the damage output of your pistol stronger, as well as in any other gun's weapon. Essentially, the assault rifle raises the power of it, as well as the amount of ammunition it can carry. The ice cream, pretty much it takes more damage off for you the higher you level it up, and also increases the amount of damage you do. Later on in the video, I will show you how useful that combination is. This is a faster shooting pistol, nothing much more about it. The more you level it up, the more damage it does. This right here is a homing stave. It goes ahead and tracks down enemies and shoots them. This right here is an area of effect katanas. It goes ahead and attacks when it's in line with an enemy and creates a green circle around it. This right here is the well-known rocket launcher if you're a fan of the series. It goes ahead and it shoots in one direction after a certain amount of time and then explodes if it goes ahead and hits an enemy. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start with certain weapons, and then this is my go-to combo. I go ahead and I have my assault rifle and ice cream, but for the video's sake, I will be showing you the different weapons. Right here is the stave. There's golden weapons that you can receive from the Angry Donut Man in the game. He's the only colored enemy. He has color to him. Here is the rocket launcher, and we will go with these two items to start. Now here are the costumes that you can go ahead and receive during the game. One of the cool ones here is you can become a wolf. I think that's pretty cool. You have Angel, you have Red Riding Hood, you have Street, you have the Devil. Very cool. This is the end game skin that you will receive last. Godzilla skin, Headband Girl skin, Cat Girl skin, Music Lover skin, Normal skin, Penguin skin, Maid skin, Alice in Wonderland skin, Wine Vineyard skin, Shark skin, Chun-Li skin, I guess, and Nine-Tailed Fox skin. So, there we go. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this game underway. I'll go ahead and do Wine Vineyard. Why not? Cool. Now, this game goes on essentially, what it is, if I can even pick up a weapon, is it kind of goes on a power scaling creep. The enemies get much stronger as the game progresses. See, this is how the rocket launcher shoots. There we go. This is the homing stave. See, it just automatically goes and shoots in the direction of the enemy. Now, the further into the stage you get, the stronger the enemies become. Because I'm such a high level, I will be peeling through these enemies rather fast. The rocket launcher is a high damage area of effect weapon. You can actually get most of these up to at least a solid level for you guys to see. I don't put much merit to these when I play in my game, just for the fact that I like other weapons a lot more, essentially. Oop, clicked a little too much on that one. The money creep on this goes insanely high as the game progresses. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now I will show you the next area. Area 2. Personally, my favorite's actually the beginning. I love Sakura Blossoms, I love meditation, and it's a lot of just very nice, mellow going stuff. This is a very cool area in itself, though, and you will see as the game goes on. See, as you increase the level of your weapons, they will slowly gain more ammunition. They also shoot faster, as in example for the stave here. I did not, before this, I did not realize that the stave actually shot off 3 bullets if you kept leveling it up. It's something to worth mentioning further on. Now here is the next stage where you control it with your fingertip or thumb, whichever you may prefer. And you actually control the character moving up and down. It's a very cool stage, and this would be my second favorite stage out of them. I really like how it gives you that new mechanic to the game. It's never introduced again, which is a little sad. Very cool weapons. So now let's go ahead and I will show you the katanas, the area of effect weapon, and the pistol. Now, it's not worth investing SP tickets on these weapons. See the S tickets? S tickets allow you to use your upgrade your weapons, giving them even more power on top of the leveling up through the gold. The thing is, you don't want to do that until you actually get the item at a high level. So for instance, if you get the gold gun, that needs 100 SP. I have not checked that one yet, but essentially here, I'd upgrade my 2-star pistol, not my 1-star pistol, if I want to go ahead and do that. Right now, we will go over to stage 3, though. Alright. Now here is the fairy pistol. It shoots fast, as you can see. Essentially what it does. And those bats come in pairs. Here are the samurai swords. Area of effect. Very nice, because unlike the rocket launcher, which also has area of effect, it is on point almost all the time, the katanas. The only downside to this is that it is not as strong as the RPG. And just if you're on Android, you can easily hit the back button to exit out of those ads. Here, if you are playing this game, you get an S ticket and a crumb load of extra gold whenever you hit the present option. It is very well worth it, because this is the only way to attain S tickets besides killing the golden donut, which is very rare in this game. Mission 4, the Space Zone. Another cool mission. This is... I don't know the story behind it. I'm assuming you are on the moon at this point in the game. It's like a moon city with the futuristic looking buildings in the background. There's like black towers. However, I don't know, because the whole game has not been translated whatsoever for the third installment, as well as the second. If you have the second downloaded, it is also not fully translated. You know how to jump and to shoot. That's about it. If you played the first game, which I would highly recommend, that would show you the mechanics. Personally, this is my favorite of the three. It's a lot of fun, enjoyable. I did like the mermaid addition to number 2, but that's alright. There you go. That is Space Zone. Now I'm going to go ahead and show to you the ice cream. Now, it takes 100 S tickets to get the gold ice cream, so I do not use that. Because it is actually weaker than an upgraded non-one. Might as well show you the coffin edition. I'll show you the skins for them. Most of them don't do anything different. Now from the Space Zone, we head over to the 5th and final zone of the game. Now, essentially, what I've kind of picked up from the exclamation marks and the question marks, and that's like the only thing I can actually read. Too bad, I wish there was a copy and paste option so I could at least throw it into Google Translate. That would have been nice. But at this point in the game, you are trying to defeat this enemy that you have no clue of. I'm guessing that something's amiss, and that these people aren't truly evil, like Anubis there, or these Robobos, and that they are being controlled by some dark entity, or force. Oh my gosh. Right here is the coffin missile launcher. Does the exact same thing. I'll show you this. Once again, same thing. It's a very solid one if you are grinding on a boss. If you do not have the kind of firepower or attack, it's great to use the stave, because you don't have to aim and you can put all your attention towards dodging the opponent. Now here is where you finally meet the bad guy, him, Mr. Handy, or whatever you want to call him. That vampire dude, bad guy. Now at this point, there's a lot of question marks, exclamations, and a bunch of other crap that enter the story that I do not understand what's happening, but it shows a almost like cracked in time picture right there, if you saw. And now we're back at the beginning. Now we're in this fragmented world, so to say. So I think there must be some hint of betrayal in this theme. Now you do get some mystical sound effect with the rose gun, but that's about it. If anything, it gets a little obnoxious hearing it after a while. That's why I stopped upgrading it. It was cool at first, and I was like, nope. I kind of got the feeling that the higher level you are against a lower level course or area in the game, the more likely you are to receive rewards from killing the bosses. These rewards are how you earn other items, and also how you level them up without using S tickets. So they are very useful. Now, sadly, your skinned items will still show as a normal pickup on the screen, so it won't reflect what your swanky new thing is showing. And now you fight Winged Buddha. And see, so essentially at this point in the game, I am assuming that the evil entity has presented itself and is now fully taking control of these otherwise nice people or nice entities. Maybe they were trying to stop you at first, kind of like King Dedede and Kirby, but in a more wicked way or something. I don't know. So essentially that's what I got the gist of. Okay. And now we will go ahead and show you another set of weapons. I'll show you the golden gun because why not? And now I'll show you the AK-47, my solid choice in this game. I'll show you the mushroom. This one, I believe, does do a different effect. Once again, I do not know what. I'll switch over to an idea. Another gist I got from this game is through the character. Here, kind of, I feel like it suggests that your person's kind of like becoming like some evil sadist or something in a matter of words. I don't know. But I'm assuming, like, it almost feels like you are becoming the bad guy, like you're being corrupted by some kind of shadow. Very creepy. And, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I really wish someone would actually get a translation on this. That would be really cool. Looked around the forums, everyone loves this game, but still no translations. Now, this item here, the mushroom or the ice cream, what it does is it makes your character stronger to hits like that. It also makes your bullets, once again, stronger in themselves. Now, the power creep in this game goes really, really fast. Like, you'll be doing really good getting one-shot kills on these guys in this stage, and then when it goes white, the next stage you'll be doing nothing. Like, it doesn't even move the health bar. Now, through these last 5 stages, what you'll notice is that you go to this shadow realm every time you beat the original stage of the map. And so, I'm assuming what this kind of entails is that you are now trying to purify this diseased place of sorts or something. I feel like this game would make a great book. It's kind of like The Witch's House. There was a book for that. It's actually really interesting. And someone did make a translation for it, so Google it up and see if you can find it. I can't remember the site. If someone really wants to and makes a message in the comments, I'll actually check it out. Look for it. Again. Alright. Now, my jump has, I believe I have 5 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I get 5 jumps now in my game. As you can see, the latter 5 stages of this game have actual, it becomes not just a dodging game, but a platforming game. There's a lot more things that can push you back, like there, where you can fall into the screen and take damage, falling platforms, which force you to jump. I'll show you how these work, how if you fall from the stage, how that affects you. If I could find another piece, it'll push me back, that is. Right here. Oh, but never mind. Okay, so from this point on, I'm just going to show you my standard 1-2 combo with my pistol, my AK, and my 3-star ice cream. It literally, you'll be doing no damage, and then you'll be getting one-shot kills on people with the ice cream. Very solid combo, a lot of fun. For that, there we go. Now, I'll give you a quick, slow look at these stages once again. They're like being tormented in a way. They're like lost in time or something, essentially. I think it has something to do with time. The first game had something to do with time, how like the god could like reverse time and things, so I'm assuming it would have the same kind of plot. But, that's just me, once again, guessing into this. Now, once you get into the latter stages of this game, stage 10, no matter if you're at max health or not, will not, you won't be able to take a hit, unless you have the ice cream. The ice cream will save you at least 1 hit, but other than that, it's a 1-hit death. So you have to dodge, 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 and dodge. And sometimes that makes the wand a little useful. However, I got lucky with a 3-star AK as a loot drop, which is very rare. And it takes a lot of repeats on the stage. So I just decided to go with that. Not only that, but it's good for clearing out the small enemies right before the boss. Because the thing is, you just want to eliminate as many threats to yourself as possible. If the boss is the only thing you have to worry about, then it should be no problem for you. Now we will go ahead and move on to stage 10, the last and final stage. go. Very solid. Now, here we're at the last point in the game. You'll notice, too, that when these characters are doing damage to you, you are invulnerable if you hurt yourself intentionally, like that. If you jump, you'll be blinking for a little bit, which will actually make it so that the bullet at least doesn't hit you. And when you jump, you always get the same amount of damage. And for that is the end of the game, essentially. We have this other stage, which is sort of it says loop at the bottom every time. It's really cool. You go through each stage, and afterwards, it repeats it though. You go back into the loop, and you do it all over again, and it just gets increasingly harder as the stage progresses. It's like its own challenge map. It's great if you've completed all the challenges and want something else to challenge yourself, I guess. Other than that is the end of the story. And from here, let me go ahead and just get hit. I can jump this. There we go. Phenomenal. That is the end of the story. And, so very cool little game. Very solid. If there's any other story debriefings in here, I will get back to you, with, another recording. But, as for now, as Reels Gets signing off. Thanks for watching, guys.